Okay, today for Quadcopter Friday, we're going to be doing a review of the Nihui U807. It is a sport quadcopter, and I'm going to tell you, this thing flies like a bat out of hell. This is a nice little quadcopter. I'm going to tell you, it's lean, it's mean. It's an absolute wonderful night flyer. The way this thing lights up at night, and it's even got this little flashing light in the back to help you maintain orientation. I think it's a fantastic little quad. I got it on a Valentine's Day special for like $38 and some from GearBest. It was an excellent deal. I'm going to tell you, I've been very pleased with this quadcopter. It flies very well. It's a smooth flyer. It's got 3 different modes. It actually has a beginner mode, an intermediate mode, and a expert mode. And I'll tell you, in expert mode, the pitch and yaw on this thing is fantastic. It's got this controller over here. It's very old school, but I really do like the feel of it. It's got a good feel to it, and it also automatically binds to the quadcopter when you turn it on, so there's none of that moving the stick up and down. It makes a cool kind of little noise that you'll see in a moment here. I could talk to you about it till I'm blue in the face, but I think it's about time to go for a flight. Unfortunately, I only have 1 battery for this thing. I've got some more on the way, but it's a great little quad. Now this quad does have a magnetic compass with return to home. I'm not going to be flying it that way. It's not a GPS quad. And we are bound. Let's have some fun. First thing we're going to do is we are going to calibrate the gyros. Lights will start flashing. We should be good to go. This is a very stable little flyer for something that's this sporty. I got a pretty good wind going on today. That's not something I need to trim out. That's actually the wind. But this thing flies really well. It's also a very quiet quadcopter. Let's go take it over here into the field a little bit. Still in beginner mode right now. No problem fighting the wind on this thing. Once again, a very stable quadcopter. A lot of fun to fly this thing. This is something that beginners, intermediate, and even advanced people can have fun with. The wind's picking up here a little bit. I'm going to switch to intermediate mode. Once again, you'll see immediately the pitch gets a lot more aggressive on this thing. I found pretty good range on this thing too. I just can't believe how quiet this little thing is. Let's do a little flyby here. Let's bring it a little closer maybe. Love that little flashing light in the back. Let's go into advanced mode here. Watch how that pitch is, man. Wow. I mean, this thing is a lot of fun to fly this thing. Even in advanced mode, this thing's very stable. Amazing. I'll give myself a haircut there. Definitely sorely in need of one. Let's bring it over here and maybe do some funnels. It'll do them. The wind's taking it around. It's a light little quad, but it'll do some good funnels. It's a pretty good range on this thing. Haven't had any issues yet. You know, compared to some of my other small quads like the C-Max 5C, this thing is definitely a lot more maneuverable. Much more aggressive pitch and yaw in this thing. And light as it is, still not really having much of a problem fighting that wind. I was curious. Seems like every day off I'm having here in these Florida winters, I'm actually getting some nasty windy days when I want to go for a flight. Bring it over here. Maybe try and do a flip. Flip. Do a barrel roll. There we go. Barrel roll the other way. And this thing has no problem doing that stuff. I just can't believe how stable this little thing is. Let's bring it in close, see if we got any flashing lights yet. Not yet. Another thing I like about this one is when the lights start flashing is you've got a little bit of time. You can get it back to you. The C-Max 5C, I'm going to tell you, that thing, once it starts flashing, you got about 1 to 2 seconds before that thing dies. This one here, not so much. Buzz my car a little bit here. Definitely a sport flyer. I did not go with the version that has the camera with it. I mean, I think that would be a waste on this one here. Honestly, this is meant to be a fun quad. We're still in good shape. No lights flashing. And I'll tell you what, the pitch on this thing is so aggressive. It's pretty easy to maintain orientation. When you tilt that thing forward, you can see which end is which. Even at a distance, this little quad. No flashing lights yet. Still good to go. Let's keep on flying. And buzz a couple of ant hills here. This thing's just a blast to fly. And you know what? For having such a small battery, this thing gives pretty good flight time, even in expert mode. Bring it in, see if we got any flashing lights yet. No need to really set a timer on this one because it'll let you know. That little flashing light on the back always flashes. That's not a battery indicator. That's just to help you maintain orientation. Buzz my car. Boy, is this thing fun. I mean, look at this. Oh boy. There we go. Now, I could probably take off from there, but I'm not going to try it. This thing's too much fun. All right. Well, we are now getting the flashing lights on this. Maybe I should have set a timer, because it looks like I kind of ran out of gas there. What a great little quad. I'll tell you what, when I compare this thing, some of my other little quads, this thing really kicks butt. I really can't say enough good things about it. Truly, it's a fantastic quad, great night flyer. I'm going to try and make a night video here that shows how well this thing lights up. Absolutely fantastic flyer. A little different on this one. Blue's the front, red's the back. But once again, it's got this flashing light in the back that really, you just have no problem figuring out your orientation on this thing. Because once again, in the higher modes, the pitch is so aggressive on this thing that you can always see exactly. You push that thing forward, I mean, unless you're super far away. And this thing's so small, I don't know why you'd want to get that far away. And once again, the Nihui U807, I got this thing on GearBest for a Valentine's Day special. I think it was about $38. I've seen them now at $42. It ships from a U.S. warehouse and came relatively quick. It was a great little quad. I highly recommend it. You guys ought to go out there and get one. And that's going to wrap up this Quadcopter Friday. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great weekend.